Hey guys, in this video, we'll go over all the new deals and limited packs on the Pearl store this week. This video will mostly be for players who want to know what the real value of all these packs are, or newer players who want to know what's worth it to get on the Pearl store. PA really likes to put discounts on packs, but sometimes they don't include bonus items or they value the items in the packs incorrectly. So today, we'll look for the real discounts in this video. This week's headline item is the new RNG box, the Shining Pouch of Enhancement. We also have a lot of pretty high value sales from Land of the Morning Light Part 2, including 40% off 180-day buffs, and some 1+1 sales. We'll go through all of those and more in this video. Starting off, we of course have the Shining Pouch of Enhancement. These pouches can be bought 1 for 350 pearls, or 20 for 6,300 pearls, being 10% off. You can also buy a one-time 1+1 pack for 50% off, but that only includes 2 pouches for the entirety of the sale. In general, these pouches are pretty insane value, outscaling all other pouches that we've seen in the past. The lowest value item that you can get is the Artisan's Enhancement box, and that box gives 100 crons, 50 Valk's Cries, 20 memory fragments, and a Tranin's Underfoes seal. In total, all those items are worth about 887 pearls. That means that the lowest value item you can get is 887 pearls, and the box cost is only 350 pearls. With just that, we can tell that this box is going to be pretty crazy value. If we take the average amount of pearls that you get from this box, by getting the rate of each item and the value of all items that you can possibly get, we can see that on average you're getting 1,682 pearls when you open this pack. Because this pouch costs 350 pearls, you're getting a discount equivalence of about 79% when you open this pouch on average. If you would like to see how we got these numbers and additional analyses, we will have a separate video out soon that I'll link to this video, so check that out if you're interested in that. On top of the extremely high discount equivalents, if you buy this pouch for 10% off by getting the 20 bundle pack, the discount equivalence would be 81%, which is even better since each pouch would be 10% off. If you get the one-time 50% off pack, the discount equivalence would be 90%, but again, you can only get this once for the entirety of the event. These discount equivalences is based on the average amount of pearls every time you open one of these pouches. Of course, since this is an RNG pouch, the amount of pearls when you open this pack can always be greater or less than the average. However, no matter what, you will be getting at least 887 pearls, which is already much higher than the pouch itself. I will like to mention that a big portion of this box's value does come from the Tranin's Underfoes seal, which value is 238 pearls. The problem with some of the value coming from this seal is that you need to trade 20 of them for one of the Radiant Premium Enhancement boxes, or 10 of them for 100 stack. If you don't reach 10 or 20, you can't get any value from these seals, and this box's price will be around 238 less pearls on minimum, so for minimum you're only getting 650 pearls instead of the 887 pearls. Now keep in mind, you're guaranteed to get at least 1 per box, so if you do plan on getting 20 pouches, then this isn't going to be a problem. However, for people who may only buy 1 or 2 pouches, the real value of this pouch is going to be lower. Even with that said, this pouch is still pretty good value. The discount equivalence of 81% is honestly pretty insane, as most other pouches have a discount equivalence closer to 45% and no guarantee of not losing pearls. Those other pouches also sometimes have a lot of filler items, while this pouch only really has crons, memory fragments, stacks, and Origins of Dark Hungers, which are pretty high value items. For most players who spend pearls on crons or artisans, this pack is almost a must-buy considering how much value you're getting. This pouch also competes with some of the limited time daily login passes, and you don't even have to log in. Since my time reviewing these RNG bundles and pouches, this is definitely one of the highest value packs that I've ever seen by such a large margin. In fact, it's so high value that I'm double checking to see if I missed something since the discount equivalence is just so high. This pack extremely raises the discrepancy between free-to-play players and people who are able to swipe for this pack. Even though I don't personally buy RNG pouches anymore, I would personally recommend most people who are middle to higher spenders in this game to definitely consider this pouch over other items. It is one of the highest reward, lowest risk pouches that I've seen in quite some time. It is an RNG pouch, but even if you get the minimum reward, it is honestly not that bad for most players. Either way though, always be sure to spend responsibly when buying things on Black Desert Online. Again, we do have a more in-depth breakdown in another video, so if you're more interested in that, you can check that out. Now moving on from those RNG boxes, we have 180-day buffs being sold for 40% off. In general, 40% off is going to be some of the highest percent off for the 180-day value packs, Old Moon buffs, and Blessings of Kamasylvia. It is possible that they may sell some of these buffs for 50% off or more during really big events, like Black Friday, but it's usually not as long as 180 days. 180 and 365-day buffs are often put on sale for 30, 35, or 40% off. You can also get some bonus foods when you buy these buffs, but I didn't really add any pearl value to them, as they're mostly very niche items that most players probably won't be using that efficiently. You really also don't get that many of them. In general, I would say that the value pack is by far the highest value buff, as it just gives so many quality of life improvements, along with additional experience and loot scrolls. The other buffs, like the Old Moon and Kamasylvia, are almost double the price, while giving a lot less value. If you're in the global servers, you can definitely pre-order Kamasylvia buffs from the central market, and sometimes more rarely pre-order Old Moon books for silver. If you're already buying Kamasylvia and Old Moon book buffs, the 40% off for 180 days is definitely a good deal, but just make sure that there are no other things you would rather get. For the value pack, it's definitely a lot higher value. In general, this deal is pretty good, and 40% off for 180-day long buffs is definitely some of the best deals for this buff that I've seen recently. Next up, we have the 1+1 items. Since you get 2 items for the price of 1, the discount equivalents for all these sales will be 50% off. 50% off is generally the highest you can expect from these weekly sales, and usually pretty good for all these specific items. These items include the Celestial Horse Calling Horn, the Mount Skill Selection coupon, and the Name Change and Transfer coupons. In general, the Celestial Horse Flute is going to be the most useful item, as it allows you to call your horse from anywhere on the map. Because this sale requires you to get 2, just make sure you have 2 characters who can take advantage of this horse flute, so you don't waste pearls buying unnecessary items. The Name Change and Transfer coupons, on the other hand, are going to be completely cosmetic, so it's obviously going to be up to the player if they want to use them or not. 50% off though is definitely a high sale for these items, but there's no reason to buy them if you aren't going to be using them. Finally, the 50% off on the Mount Skill Selection coupon is a very high sale, but this item is pretty overpriced in my opinion, since selecting mount skills can end up wasting a ton of pearls for very little gain. For people who use these coupons a lot, you will save a good amount of pearls, but for most people, I would probably recommend avoiding these as it just costs so much pearls for so little value. You can also end up bricking a horse even after using one of these skill selection coupons, so it can be pretty dangerous. People with perfect horses aren't really going to be needing this since they already have all the skills that they want. And if you're still leveling, using the other mount skill change coupons is probably more efficient. Again, because of how expensive it is, it's just a very niche item for no reason. Finally, we have the Premium Outfit Box 5+5 and 5+3 sales. If you buy the 5+5 Premium Outfit Box pack, you will of course get a discount equivalent of 50% off, but if you buy the 5+3 sale, you will only get a 37.5% discount. Both these packs cost 17,000 pearls. Obviously, the 5+3 pack is only going to be for players who have already bought the 5+5 pack and can't buy any more. A 50% off sale for crons only is pretty average sale, and if you're really in need for crons, it can be a decent deal. For very high spenders, I think the 5+5 pack is a pretty standard deal, with the 5+3 sale being a lot worse. This is only really going to be for your very high-end spenders, as the average player isn't going to be spending that much pearls on crons, especially at this sale rate. If you have already bought the 5+5 pack, do consider the next pack before thinking about the 5+3 pack. The next pack is the Choose My Very Own Gift Selection Pack, which allows you to choose 2 of the included items. These items can vary pretty drastically in price, so the value of this box will be determined on which items you choose. If you choose the 2 premium outfit boxes twice, for 4 premium outfit boxes total, the value of this pack will be 13.6 thousand pearls. If you choose the 6 maids twice for a total of 12 maids, the value of this box will be 14.4 thousand pearls. Finally, if you choose the 4 Wizards Gospies twice, the value of this pack would be 13.2 thousand pearls. In the end, the premium outfit boxes would have a discount equivalence of 41.76%, the maids would have a discount equivalence of 45%, and the Wizards Gospies would have a discount equivalence of 40%. For all of these items, this pack really isn't that worth it, as all maids, outfits, and Wizards Gospies are often put on sale for 50% off or more during big events, so buying them on sale ranging from 40 to 45% off isn't really that great. Granted, the premium outfit boxes are better than the 5+3 pack, as the 5+3 pack is only on a 37.5% discount. Either way though, it's not going to be that intriguing of a pack no matter which items you choose. Before we end, I will also mention that there are a lot of items being permanently added to the Pearl store that have to do with Land of the Morning Light Part 2, some being expansion coupons and other being cosmetics for housing. Because these items are being added permanently to the Pearl store and have no sale, I won't be going too in-depth on them. However, if you do like decorating your own house, there are some pretty interesting new items on the Pearl store. On top of that, there's also a bonus Pearl box being sold that gives you a bonus Choose Your Morning Light outfit box if you buy the 6,000 Pearl box and a 10% discount coupon. There is also another pack that gives you a premium outfit box and a 20% discount coupon along with the 10,000 Pearl box. This Pearl deal is nice, but obviously less value than the 1+1 Pearl packs that have sometimes been on the Pearl store. Keep in mind that the Choose Your Morning Outfit box gives outfits that are usually 2,200 pearls, and the premium outfit box is usually 3,400 pearls. In general, this deal is better than buying pearl boxes at full price, but not as good as some of the deals that we have seen. If you are interested in buying this pack, do keep in mind that it's its own separate pack and you won't get any bonus items if you just buy the basic 6,000 pearl box or 10,000 pearl box. You have to specifically choose this bonus pack. But that's basically it for this video. We have an absolutely insane pouch being sold this week that gives some of the best value that I have ever seen. On top of that, we have the 180-day buffs, which are 40% off and can be a pretty good pickup for new players with extra pearls. The other deals are honestly not that bad, and if you require some of these specific items, it can be a pretty decent pickup. It's not surprising that we have so many deals since this week coincides with the large expansion of Land of the Morning Light Part 2 coming out, so PA is definitely angling for players to be coming back and spending pearls. Either way though, I hope you all learned something from this video, and I hope to see you all next time.